Hello folks, I'm Seb Ford and welcome to day 6 of GameSpot's E3 highlights. Every day this week we've been taking a stroll back through the very best to come out of this year's expo. And what an expo it was. We had 2 new consoles, a stack of new games and the dawning of console generation 8. And with newer consoles, newer hardware, and with newer hardware, better graphics. So let's do the graphics episode. Now, even before this year's show kicked off, we were given plenty of heads up from Microsoft and Sony about the magical cogs that would be driving their respective machines. Both the Xbox One and PlayStation run on an x86 architecture powered with AMD Radeon graphical tech. Both are sporting 8 gigs of RAM, though the PS4's is slightly faster. Sony is using OpenGL, Microsoft have DirectX and cloud processing. Both have a display output up to 4K. Basically, in terms of graphical prowess, we've never seen the 2 competitors running a closer race. It's far too early to be calling which machine is looking better or even capable of better, but right now they are both looking fantastic. So let's kick things off with a classic, Battlefield 4 on Xbox One.
We will start over.
Battlefield.
It will happen, I promise.
Second Assault. Okay.
We're continuing?
Here we go. No. Battlefield. Yes, one of gaming's most iconic shooters is finally looking incredible on consoles too. Recently, the series has spanned an enormous graphical trench between console and PC. But this right here is looking hot. It'll be coming out for PS4 as well, and expect it to look just as good. Jumping over to PlayStation 4, we've got Killzone Shadowfall. Now, cast your mind back to E3 2005, where the first trailer for Killzone 2 was demoed on the newly announced PS3. We were like, that footage is bull. And actually, we were right. But then the game came out, and wouldn't you know it, it blew our little graphical socks off anyway. Developer Guerrilla Games knows a thing or two about making a good-looking shooter, and Shadowfall is looking incredible. Sadly, it won't be running faster than 30 frames, but with a game as gorgeous as this, I doubt you'll even notice. A PS4 exclusive, and you can pick it up at the console launch. Up next, we've got Tom Clancy's The Division, which caught everyone completely off guard. During its unveiling at the Ubisoft presser, the game was demoed live on PlayStation 4. Running on the Snowdrop engine, we see the multiplayer team strolling through a beautifully rendered post-pandemic New York. But the attention to detail is really what sets this apart. The bullet holes in the windows, the light breaking through the clouds, and possibly my favorite moment of E3 this year. Holy f***ing balls, the door. He closed the f***ing door. Did you see that? Stunning. Truly the next generation of interactive entertainment is finally upon us. The Division's door-closing antics will be available on Xbox One as well, with Ubisoft still umming and erring about other platforms. This next one doesn't need much of an intro. It's The Witcher 3, and it looks excellent. Particular props to their flame effects and the stunningly crafted environments. Knowing The Witcher 3, we can also expect to see some next-gen funny business as well. The Witcher 3 seducing its way across Xbox One, PS4, and PC. Now it's time for a special one-off, most graphical mouth of E3 2013, which goes to NBA 2K14.
Not bad, huh? Soak it in, Playboy.
Just look at the graphics on that gob. But the question is, can he and his mouth ball?
Can I ball? That's funny.
Thanks, I'm a funny guy. So he can ball too, and NBA 2K14 does look good. Ah, it's the mouth again! We also finally saw that Quantic Dream's disembodied old man head does, in fact, belong to an old man body. While the Dark Sorcerer was little more than a tech demonstration, it was running in real time on PlayStation 4. I'll let this one speak for itself. The particle effects, the lighting, the character detailing, all incredible. Whatever Quantic Dream has in store for us next gen, bets are it will be breathtakingly beautiful. And probably involve a QTE or two. And finally, we have Forza 5. Microsoft's flagship racing series and arguably their most graphically refined exclusive to appear out of this year's E3. According to Turn 10's Dan Greenawalt, the new generation won't just be about high poly counts and texture resolution. It'll be... What will it be about, Dan?
The new generation is about capturing the details that make our world human. This is air you can taste.
Translated as tons of bugs splatting all over your lovely shiny car. Taste the air. But truly Forza 5's attention to detail is undeniable. Their use of lighting is particularly impressive, not only in creating powerful sunblooms on track, but all the way down to the car interior reflections off the driver's side windscreen. If you're planning on picking up an Xbox One at launch, you and your drivatar could do much worse than throw in a copy of Forza 5 with your order. There are tons of games that we haven't mentioned that are already looking fantastic. Metal Gear Solid 5, Titanfall, and Watch Dogs, just to name 3. But from your perspective, what game looked the most graphically impressive at E3 this year? Or are you with Dan Greenawalt from Turn 10, and is it all about attention to detail? Taste the air. Anyway, leave us a comment below, and don't forget to check in with all of our highlights coverage so far. We've got one more to go tomorrow. We'll see you then.